welcome into the guest room. I'm your host, Mike. That's Matthew over there.
Wonderful.
That's Andy.
Drafts.
That's KD.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Okay, we've got to stop with the woes and the wows and the nows.
There.
Well, listeners, it's a podcast, a trivia podcast, a guessing podcast, a podcast where we laugh, we learn new things, and maybe you learn new things too, along with us.
If you don't learn anything new, I'm really impressed.
That is, yeah, or you're not listening. Which I do that sometimes. I just turn it on in the background.
Same.
Let's play the secret phrase game, shall we? One of us has been assigned a secret phrase, potentially very recently, by the other three hosts, and it's that person's job to get it out somewhere secretly within the episode. Listener, it's your job to figure out who said it and what that phrase is. Could be an everyday phrase, could be not such an everyday phrase.
Usually not.
You'll get a chance to submit your guess to an email address at the end of the episode. So we hope you do that. Listen along. Another game is called Jeopardy in most countries.
Yuck.
But in the guest room, it's called a Jepisode. Today's Jepisode has been prepared for us by Matthew.
It's
Matthew.
me.
Would you mind sustaining us through your categories this time?
I'd be happy to. So the categories are ABC,
1, 2, 3.
GEF. Sorry, DEF. I was going to really throw everybody off there. GHI, JK, LMNOP, QRS, and that's it. Those are the categories.
Oh,
So
okay.
there you go.
This feels like a very KD-esque board.
I take that as a personal offense, sir.
Well, now I take offense.
I throw down the gauntlet. We shall duel at dawn.
I mean, Mike, do you disagree that it's very KD? Like, I can't think of a board idea, so let me just go with what?
Oh, like one that he would come up with? Yeah. Like I'll just use the alphabet.
Yeah.
But I don't want to eke it out too long. let's get through most of the alphabet in just one
And
shot.
this next board would be TUV.
All right.
I would do that.
Katie, since you're the only one not criticizing the board, you can start.
Yeah, Katie.
Criticize.
I might not be criticizing it because I'm eating ice cream.
That definitely might have something to do with it. Definitely, maybe.
Guys, ice cream is so good.
It's delicious.
Like, I can't even describe it.
Try,
I
though.
think most people have probably had it at some point. If you hadn't had ice cream,
Oh, man.
you are in for a treat, my friend. Let me tell you what.
Wait.
Stop the episode right now. Go get some ice cream. Just give it a try. See what you think. Let us know.
If this isn't a guessing podcast, the closest thing it is probably to an ice cream podcast.
It's really turned into an ice cream podcast like the last 20 episodes or so. The ice cream consumption
Katie,
has gone
are
way
you
out.
choosing a category?
He's choosing to eat the rest of his ice cream. That's what he's choosing.
Well, you guys kept talking, so I took another bite.
We're trying to cover for you, and then you just made it worse.
This is like exactly what my wife and I do at night. It's like we're both sitting on the couch and she's working, so I find something to do. And I'm like working on my fantasy team or something. And then she finds that I'm doing something. And so she starts scrolling through Instagram. And then an hour later, it's like, oh, wait, you were done with your thing? Oh, I was just doing another thing till you were done. Just keeps going.
That hits pretty
endlessly.
close to home, yeah. All right,
How about for you, Andy?
Never.
Let's go with deaf for 100.
All right, deaf. All right,
Diesel
these
exhaust fluid?
questions are about, let's see if anybody can guess what the questions will be about.
Most
Anybody?
deaf.
No? 6 questions about
Definitions?
most deaf. No, I'm sorry. We're looking for defense. These are questions about defense. All right, for 100, this team's dominant defense led to their 1972 undefeated season. Mike.
Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins is correct. 100 points for Mike.
200.
This team's dominant defense led to 8 straight NBA championships.
Andy.
Katie.
Andy,
Celtics.
Celtics is correct.
300.
This NFL player won Defensive Player of the Year in each of his first 2 seasons for the New York Giants.
Repeat.
Impressive.
This NFL player won Defensive Player of the Year in each of his first 2 seasons for the New York Giants.
These
Katie.
2 teams
Katie.
mixed up.
Lawrence Taylor.
That is correct. Katie.
400.
Pew, 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 pew.
Scores. Matthew, you
3,
always repeat
8,
yourself.
And 7.
Mike 1, Andy 2, Katie 3.
It's close.
But mostly Mike 1.
Let's make it a true.
Do you want a true or do you want the 400?
Yeah.
It's even more than a true.
Yeah.
Let's do that one.
Okay. Paolo Maldini is considered the best soccer defender of all time, and he played 25 years for this Italian juggernaut.
AC Milan.
AC Milan is correct.
Wow.
400 points for KD. KD, the board is yours.
500.
The best NHL defenseman of all time is likely this man or...
Oh, crap. I
don't
can't get a
get-
stupid other name out of my head.
The best NHL defenseman of all time is likely this
Katie.
man. Katie.
Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr is correct.
Oh.
I was like, it's not Michael Orr.
Yes, that's definitely
The
a different
Blind
guy.
He'd be
He's
a
an-
terrible defenseman.
He's an offensive line. All right, KD. Fueled by hot fudge, KD is surging into the
he
lead.
is. 600.
According to Fangraph's DEF ranking, this MLB player is the best defensive player of all time, passing fellow Cardinal Ozzie Smith in 2021.
Katie.
Katie,
Nolan Arenado.
that is incorrect.
Oh, no.
2021, eh?
According to Fangraphs, yes, Andy.
Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina is correct for 600. Big swing there. All right, Andy, the board is yours. Where do you want to go?
Let's go LMNOP.
LMNOP. All right. So these are going to be words with letters that get elided in everyday speech.
A what?
Elided. So like when you say the word, you don't actually say all the letters in it. Not because they're silent letters, but just because you kind of gloss over
So
them.
not neighbor.
So like when people say LMNOP, it's kind of like things are kind of getting left out there.
Okay.
Or at least getting said really fast. All right. For 100, in 1964, ABC debuted a short-lived sitcom called The Addams Blank.
Katie.
Katie,
Family.
family, yeah, right. So people say family without the I. So that's
It's
an
like
example
Mike's
of
2.5
elided.
syllables category.
Right. Except better, you know.
Debatable.
All right, Katie, the board is yours.
200.
Curiously, when they say, quote, more blank, unquote, no one ever seems to be talking about slipping into sweatpants or some oversized slippers.
Repeat.
Curiously, when they say, quote, more blank, unquote, no one ever seems to be talking about slipping into sweatpants or some oversized slippers.
Have you guessed for no points?
More old teen, please.
It's just a crummy commercial.
Sweatpants, more. Who says more?
They.
Who's they?
Who are they?
People on shows or movies or things like that.
Why are you they?
Nice.
All right. The correct answer was comfortable.
Yeah, I was going to say like comfy or comfortable.
Yeah. Whenever anybody says like, I'm going to slip into something more comfortable. It's never like a sweatpants or slippers or whatever. So yeah, when people say comfortable, we usually say comfortable or something along
Wait,
those lines.
it's not sweatpants?
No.
No,
I always skip those
Brown
scenes.
chicken, brown cow.
this is like the afterglow. This is like the afterglow.
I still don't
incident all over
understand who
again.
they is.
All right.
Characters.
No one's ever said that to me in anything other than get naked.
Well, if you say so, Mike. All right. Who's up? I've lost
Pardon
track
me
of the
while I
thread.
I literally do that every night. I get into basketball shorts and a t-shirt.
Maybe I should say like they on TV
Slip into
shows.
something more comfortable.
TV shows or movies or something.
I don't
along
watch those TV shows and movies.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. All right, Katie, can you take a break from your ice cream for just a second?
Never. 300.
Question. The least commonly used measure of this is Kelvin.
Katie.
Yeah,
Temperature.
temperature. Temperature. Right. All right, Katie.
Can you imagine if someone used Kelvin?
Did you see how many Kelvins it is outside today?
400.
For a food to use this term on its label, the FDA says the food must have nothing artificial or synthetic.
Andy.
Andy.
Organic.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, no.
Repeat.
Oh, you saved Katie. For a food to use this term on its label, the FDA says the food must have nothing artificial or synthetic.
Oh.
Mike.
Mike.
Natural.
Natural
Yeah.
is correct. Yeah, organic has a bunch of other rules.
Was that 4 or 5?
That was 400.
My ice cream's done. Therefore, I'm going to start being terrible.
5.
From 1996 to 2000, Cartoon Network aired a show called Dexter's Blank.
Mike.
Katie.
Laboratory.
Laboratory is correct. Laboratory. Dexter's Laboratory, I believe the show is called. All right, Mike.
For 6.
This measure of alcohol is about 750 milliliters.
Repeat.
This measure of alcohol is about 750 milliliters.
Shots. Repeat.
This measure of alcohol is about 750 milliliters.
Brewski.
The two terms that I know aren't like that. So it's not right.
Yeah.
All right, hit that buzzer. Boop, boop, boop. The correct answer is fifth.
That's
Oh.
fifth.
Right, but people say fifth.
Fifth.
People say like Fifth Avenue.
People say fifth.
Fifth. They say fifth.
People say fifth.
Yeah, people say
Yeah.
fifth all the time.
What?
Yeah, they
You
do.
say milk.
Point taken.
The difference is he thinks that's right.
I'm gonna go to Fifth Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
People
sounds
don't
awful.
usually say
In-
fifth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Fifth Street.
Yeah, fifth.
It
They
didn't
say
sound
fifth.
that different than
Ed
the other
Sheeran
thing.
says 6th Street. Under the lamp
Oh,
post
sorry,
back on
Andy. All right.
6th Street.
Okay, Mike, you are up.
Wow, that was one way to say the continent. QRS for 100.
QRS. So who can guess what this category is going to be about?
Queries.
No.
QR codes.
There you go, Andy.
You're going to
Seriously?
show us a
Yeah.
QR
Are
code.
you kidding me?
Okay, so I'm going to describe a QR code.
Okay, the top left is black and white.
And then next to that, there's like some more black, but there's some white too. And then there's like a big chunk. No, these are companies that have used QR codes in Super Bowl related advertising.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. For 100.
Uh-huh.
This snack brand had a QR code allowing viewers to steal a free bag without leaving any trace of orange dust.
Katie.
Andy.
Cheetos.
Cheetos is correct.
Okay, that's going to say Doritos.
Let Katie answer first.
Okay. You asked for it. All right, Andy, you're up.
200.
This soda company included QR codes on its cans advertising for its Super Bowl halftime show.
Andy.
Katie.
Andy.
Pepsi.
Pepsi is correct. Sorry, I was supposed to let Katie answer.
300.
This snack brand included a QR code for their Amazon page where you could order lots of combinable, stackable flavors.
Mike.
Andy. Oh no.
That was really close. Mike, I'm going to go with you.
Pringles.
Pringles is correct.
Okay, I want to answer first.
4.
400. This domain hosting company included
Katie.
Andy.
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy is
There is
correct.
no other domain hosting company.
That's true. Maybe I should have phrased that one a little differently. That was a 400 pointer. Sorry,
It's clearly a 2.
Kevin, you're in our memory.
5.
This car company tucked a QR code into its ad showing a robo-dog chasing the company's new EV6.
Katie.
Katie.
Kia.
Kia is
Such a
correct.
car person.
Oh, get a little car guy over here. All right, Katie, you're up.
600.
This crypto company mimicked a DVD screensaver
Oh, yeah, I
with
remember
a
that.
QR code and offered $15 of free Bitcoin, a term that could make a before and after with the company's name. Mike.
Coinbase.
Coinbase is correct. There you go.
I was going to say FTX.
All right, we're halfway through the board. What are the scores?
Andy's got 1,100. Katie's got 1,500. Mike's got 1,900.
Ooh, very
Okay,
competitive
okay.
game so far.
Okay.
Wait, repeat.
11, 15, 19.
Okay.
Mike pointed to the different people, listeners. So there you go. All right, Mike, what do you want next?
JK for 100.
JK. All right.
Just kidding.
Do you guys remember? Yeah. Do you guys remember the pump fakes category
Oh,
that
no.
none of you liked?
So instead, this is all about J.K. Simmons.
No. this
J.K.
is-
Rowling.
It's basically a joke
J.K.
category.
Dobbins.
This is the first question in the JK category.
What?
Repeat.
Are you done?
This is the first question in the JK category.
Yes. Just kidding.
You haven't buzzed in yet.
No. Yes. Someone answer so we can figure out what that is. Who has the most points? Who's got points to spare? Mike. Mike. Mike, do it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I have a few ideas, but I'm not willing to.
You're not willing to wager 100 points on any of your ideas?
I try not to lose points.
All right. What were your ideas?
Something like, do you guys know what this category is or something like that?
No, the answers I would have accepted were, this is the first question in the JK category, since that was the question. Or if you had said the 100-point question, that also would have been acceptable.
Oh.
So
I thought there were clues in Jeopardy.
You should think about that.
putting clues in question.
Yeah.
Because the answer is the question. So that threw me off.
Yep.
Because you hadn't asked a question yet.
I know.
Except, do you guys know what this category is about?
All right, Mike.
JK for 2.
Like I said, this is basically a joke category.
I'm so confused.
The wet ground, guys.
I have no idea what's going on.
Mike, JK.
That is correct for 200 points. JK or this category would have been acceptable answers.
3.
All right. Just looking at your faces, I can tell this is the reason I'm not going to get invited back for a while.
Kitty.
Yes.
This
Katie.
category.
That is correct. All right, Katie, you're up.
ABC for 1.
ABC for
no. Just
one. Sorry, my kids insisted. They're like, you should do JK again. You should do pump fakes. It was funny. All right. ABC for 100. In television, ABC stands for this.
Kitty.
Katie.
American Broadcasting Company.
That is correct for 100.
Also, I think your kids might take umbrage with how you imitate them. 200.
In warfare, ABC refers to these 3 types of dangerous weapons.
go to B and C.
Wait. 3
Andy?
Andy.
Uh-oh. Army? Biological and chemical.
No, I'm sorry.
Katie.
Katie.
Atomic biological chemical.
That is correct. That is correct.
No.
Have you guys heard of that before?
I thought the 2 that you were looking for were the 2 that weren't atomic. I didn't realize Army was standing in for A there.
300.
It sounded right. All right.
Oh, no. It sounded right.
For 300. In CPR training, ABC refers to this.
Katie.
Yeah.
Katie.
Always be compressing.
No, I'm sorry. I like it, though. I like it. It's actually not bad. I might have to check to see if that's worked its way into the official nomenclature. Because that's definitely where
Nope. Yeah, I think it's been
I don't see it.
a
You guys
lot of
need to
years.
pick CPR training.
9
more often.
years.
All right, hit that sounder. The answers are airway, breathing, circulation. So those
Yeah,
are the
always be compressing.
The things you're supposed to check for: airway, breathing, circulation. All right, Katie.
400.
ABC refers to this, according to Alec Baldwin, in the movie Glengarry Glen Ross.
That's a movie?
Yes.
I don't think I've heard those words together before.
Always be compressing.
Katie was just a question too early.
Katie, go for it. Famous Alec Baldwin saying.
No.
You were actually so close. It's always be closing.
Oh, I knew it was a sales thing.
Coffee is for closers.
I knew it was a sales thing.
Yep. All right.
500.
The ABC Murders was a book by this author who sold over 2 billion books during her lifetime.
Mike.
Agatha
Christie
is correct.
Sounds scary. I wouldn't want to see that at all.
Oh, that's a good book. That's a good book.
He's referencing how he thought that A Haunting in Venice was a horror movie. ABC 600.
I saw one preview and I was like, nah, bruh.
This ABC is a 1970 album created by these babies.
Andy.
Jackson
5.
The Jackson 5 is correct.
Oh.
I did something.
All right. What are the scores?
Andy with 1,500. Katie with 18. Mike with 26.
Ooh, still anybody's ball game. All right, Andy.
JK for 4.
All right, JK for 4. All right, now we are
Wait, what are the scores?
Oh my
now
God.
we're actually getting to the pump fakes here. All right. This person has the most Jepisode wins to date. After Kevin, Mike, KD, and Andy.
Katie. Matthew.
That is correct. For 400. All right, Katie. what are you gonna
GHI
do?
for 5.
Why?
Wait, GHI for 5?
I didn't mean to say for 5, but I
Okay.
said it.
All right. You could change it if you want.
100.
We're all friends here. You're full of ice cream.
I am. What does that have to do with anything?
He's not quite full. He's about a scoop under full.
He's not quite himself. All right. These are words or phrases that have GHI, the letters GHI in order in them. So an example would be coughing.
Got it.
So it has GHI in order, but it can be a multiple word phrase with GHI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cough in.
All right.
this.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Okay. For 100, what fun it is to ride and sing one of these songs tonight.
Andy.
Clay.
Andy.
I think I'll go with Slade.
That's a good guess. And you're correct.
Have you ever played this game before? No.
It's okay. Once you've done a few of these
Clay
episodes,
D.
I told you.
I'm
it's the
full of ice cream.
Yeah, you're full of ice cream right now.
I'll go with 200.
This is what Kevin is usually doing when he's hearing KD list his categories.
Andy. Sighing.
Sighing is correct.
300.
Someone who is super smart might have one of these.
Mike. High IQ.
High IQ is correct. Very good.
4.
400.
Not me.
This might be a clutch double in baseball or a smash single in music.
Kitty.
Katie.
Big hit.
A big hit is correct.
500.
Apology in advance to Andy. In Star Wars, Han Solo tells his fuzzball to do this.
Repeat and hold on.
In Star Wars, Han Solo tells his fuzzball to do this.
I don't know.
All right, then I'll time you out. The correct answer is laugh it up, fuzzball.
I should have gotten that.
Andy's just happy nobody else did.
Yeah. You guys are awful.
It's like when you guys miss a music question. I'm like, yes, that was a great question for me. All right, here we go. Let's see. Whose turn is it? Andy. Wait, no. Who said big hit?
Not me.
Okay.
600.
You might not know exactly what the answer is to this question, but you might have this.
Repeat.
You might not know exactly what the answer to this question is, but you might have this.
Mike. A rough idea.
Rough idea is correct.
Oh,
Good job.
geez.
That was a toughie. All right, we have 2 JK questions left. Mike, which one do you
What are
want
the
to
scores?
deal with first?
18 for Andy. 26 for Katie. 35 for Mikey.
Ooh, everybody's in play.
Mikey.
JK for 6.
JK for 6. This is the largest U.S. city with at least one major professional sports franchise, if you exclude all cities with over 500,000 people.
Repeat.
This is the largest U.S. city with at least one major professional sports franchise, if you exclude all cities with over 500,000 people. Andy.
Oh no.
Come on, Andy, make it interesting.
Oklahoma City.
No, I'm sorry. That's incorrect.
Oh, dang it. Dang it.
I think.
You're close, though. They have 687,000 people. Just a little too big.
Well, if that's how many OKC has. But it is not this day. Katie.
KD.
Green Bay.
Green Bay is correct.
Wow.
They have less than 400,000 people, and they have a professional sports franchise.
It was a geography question.
What a world. What a world. All right. For the last question here. This is the third digit in pi. If by digit you mean letter, and if you count starting from the right and count the E twice.
Mike.
I is correct.
I wasn't even listening.
Why? You're full of ice cream. All right. What are our scores going into Final Jeopardy?
What a twist at the end there. Andy with 1,200. Katie with 32. Mike with 4,000.
Okay. All right. Well, Andy, you still have a chance if both of them go big here. We'll see. All right. The Final Jeopardy category is TUVWXYZ. You thought I was going to put it off to some other board.
48.
No, it's 4,000 to 32.
This
to
particular
12.
episode,
Katie's
scores have been hard.
Katie's trying to set the record for most times asked for scores in a single episode. And I
it's
think
because
he's
he
done
kept
it.
score last time, so he's like used to it now.
Yeah.
What's the category?
TUVWXYZ.
I forget W.
Katie, I know how you feel. I overestimated my sauce cup and cupula overshadowing my wagon.
It happens.
Look at this.
Do you try it again?
What was the category?
It was TUVWXYZ.
Okay, what was I saying again?
That I could not tell you. Except you might want to see a doctor.
Oh
Oh my
that
goodness. Okay.
Katie, what are you wagering?
Probably 801.
All right. Here we go. So there's a 3-part answer. I'm going to need 3 different things.
I don't think my marker has enough ink for that.
You can use mine. The first part is this large school located in Philadelphia has owls as its mascot. So that's question 1. Question 2, this is the correct spelling of the auto manufacturer, commonly abbreviated VW. And question 3, if you said XYZ to a friend, you're telling them to do what?
An exact quote or
Yeah, I mean, as
Third
long as
person.
as long as you give me the gist, you're good. So again, the first one is this large school located in Philadelphia has owls as its mascot. Question 2, this is the correct spelling of the auto manufacturer, commonly abbreviated VW. And 3, if you said XYZ to a friend, you're telling them to do what? All right, Andy and Katie look like they're ready.
yeah, I feel pretty good. How do you feel, Andy?
Mike is still
Feel
contemplating.
great.
Close one.
Feel
Okay.
like I overshadowed my wagon.
All right, Andy. Let's see what you got here. Andy has Temple University, Volkswagen, spelled with an EN at the end, and examine your zipper. Okay, we'll come back to that. Katie has Temple, Volkswagen, spelled with an EN, and examine their zipper. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you have the right idea. And Mike has Temple, Volkswagen, spelled with an EN, and examine your zipper. You are all correct. So it's a matter of how much you bid. And Mike bid a lot, and he was in the lead. Mike bid $39.98. So he finishes with 79.98 and the dub.
Wow.
Congratulations, Mike.
Good job.
Thank you.
I really thought somebody would misspell Volkswagen. Very good.
That wasn't the problem for me. I wrote down rice as the answer to the first question.
Did you realize then it had to be TU?
Yes. I was like, where's the T?
Good job. Good job. That was a close one.
Wait, what?
See, TU, Temple University, VW, and then XYZ.
You didn't even realize that, did you?
Oh, no.
You still got it right, so that was good.
You still had Troy written down as your other alternate guess.
Yeah. Where's Troy?
Not knowing that it had to be
I have
T.
no idea.
No, I didn't know
That's
it had to be
weird.
T. I just...
But the rice is the owl, so
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
makes sense. But
Okay.
That's annoying.
Two owls.
The other bids, just for the record, Andy risked it all and doubled it, so he ends up with 2,400. KD risked 903 and adds that to his 3,200 for a total of 4,103. So good job, everybody.
That was cool. I like correct answers in Final Jeopardy.
All three?
Yeah.
That's like playing a football game on paper. I mean,
It's what?
it usually ends up with the result not changing going into and coming out of Final Jeopardy.
I didn't
If everyone wagered
hear what you
a
said.
normal amount. I said 4,000 to
No.
1,800 to 1,500. Final scores as they stood: Andy with 24, KD with 4,103, Mike with 79.98. Thank you, Matthew.
Score.
You're welcome.
You got through the entire alphabet in one go.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
I couldn't leave any letters around for next time.
Yeah.
It's going to be only numbers.
Being able to shoehorn QR codes into there.
Yeah.
Well done.
Weldon.
Weldon. Mac Weldon. Not a sponsor.
Yet.
Not yet. Yeah, they could be. Please. Listeners, remember, there was a secret phrase game, and we played it in this episode. You probably didn't notice, but somebody uttered a phrase that was secret, and it's your job to figure out who said it
Definitely.
and what they said. So send your guess to the guestroompodcast@gmail.com with
It's going to have to be a
SPG
guess
and the
because you have
episode
like
number in the
almost no
subject.
chance of actually getting it.
Yeah.
No chance. Why don't we just take a little listensies to the secret phrase from 7 days ago? So 7 days ago, there was a phrase uttered, and shortly after that phrase,
That was funny.
Thank you.
we started a podcast episode.
Yeah.
And during that podcast episode, there was another phrase uttered that was secret, and one of us uttered it.
It's no longer going to be secret, though.
Well, no, we're going to make it an unsecret.
What's that?
Well, I'll tell you what it is, because I was the one who uttered it. It was clever chuckles, croissants, clowns, beach balls, pigeons.
I don't actually remember you saying that.
I got a lot of nouns in that phrase.
There
You
were
did.
a lot of nouns. That's true.
Clever's not a noun. Everything else was a noun. So I just I looked at, like pigeons are the worst and nobody likes clowns. So somehow I got away with saying that croissants and the rest of this list were some of my least favorite things.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I do
should
remember
have
that
grilled
now.
you on
Yeah.
croissants.
Yeah, nobody
actually
really
do like
caught that one.
croissants.
Croissants are
I
delicious.
love
Who can
croissants, yeah.
dislike a croissant?
You're trying to say ool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's hard. It's harder to say ooh than you
Oolulu.
think. Oolulu.
Well, listeners, if you did in fact identify that properly within the 7 days,
Impossible.
you'll get
Impossible.
entered into a monthly drawing for some guest room merch. For instance, you could get a mug that says Heftiest Butt Royale. You could get a shirt that says Detroit's
Heftiest Butt
Dork.
Royale.
Yeah. I think you can get a shirt with a picture of pants
Yes.
that are gargoyle pants.
Guess how I learned what a gargoyle was?
Was it this podcast?
It was from the pants
Oh.
on the shirt.
Not many shirts have
After
pictures
it
of
came
pants.
out, it wasn't even the episode itself. It was after the shirt came out.
No, we were talking about Argyle. And yeah, I mean, we just kind of we went quickly from gargoyle to Argoyle to Argyle.
I love this podcast.
Yep.
All right. Well, listeners, thank you for listening out there, doing what you do. For all of us here in the guest room, for KD, for Andy, for Matthew, and for Most Def. I'm Mike. And as always, farewell.